Hola, welcome back. This is Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica. So I don't know if I mentioned in the very beginning, but we do have a very special guest in the building. And this person is a Nigerian-born rapper, singer, and songwriter. I'm going to reserve his name in case you can do a guess. And has always had an intense love for music, which led to him studying music technology, audio engineering, and music business, subsequently gaining a diploma in media production in order to support his music dreams. Raised by his mother, a serial entrepreneur, and his father, a medical doctor, I've kind of jabbered a bit. Has gone in different. Yeah, it could be. Has gone in a different direction when it comes to his career, but taking the same hardworking spirit and put 10 years into his craft. So it's a big deal, right? Which can be seen in his personalized gender. I also reserve that one. Okay, actually, I'll give you that one. Afro Jiggy. If you don't know that, then you don't know this person. A sound inspired by his real life experiences and recognizable by his vocals, his unique vocals. During his time, he has worked with artists such as Burna Boy, Chip Pasaliu, if I'm saying that right, and Miss Banks, also receiving major co-signs from A$AP Rocky and Playboy Cutty. This person is set to release his new project called Top Member, a 10-track mixtape that he is dedicating to all his fans. Chiki FC, what's up? Please welcome with me, Kida Kudz.
Yeah. Welcome to the Tea Time table. And welcome to Nigeria.
Yeah, love.
Yes, man. We told you were welcome the right way. Tell us about that.
How?
Nah, man.
The proper way that you were welcome, that you had to fist bump a little bit. Tell us how you
That was
were
not welcome, was it?
It wasn't welcome. I've been here for a couple months now.
Okay, how long?
2 months now, maybe 2 weeks. I've just been working. Obviously, I'm away from my family. I'm in pain because it's my kids, but I gotta make sure I work ahead for the rest of the year and next year as well. So that's why I had to make this move, But yeah, man, Nigeria's been cool, man. No, that was the little thing we had to handle.
Please, this little thing. I want stories. I want the whole thing. How did it start, and how did it end, and who's involved?
And who won?
Who won? What was the? How extreme are we talking? I'm already seeing hands.
So basically, I went to Abuja. I went there with my management team and my guys just to chill out and also network. You know what I mean? Because I haven't been there before as an artist, so I had to go there to just go network and stuff. So we came back, lovely day. I was gonna go link one of my guys. Then on our way, this guy just tried to hit my car and stuff. So it was wind down, bro. I was even cool with this guy. I was not trying to fight him. I was like, oh God, what did you do? We just done, didn't make any sense. And he just started hyping. And started calling us names, fraudsters, and we started getting angry. So my guy.
Age group of this person, because I'm already hearing profile.
Ellie Faze. Okay, was an Uber driver.
Okay.
So then he packed up his car. The thing that we're leaving, then he packed up his car and he just jumped out. He was still running his mouth. So now my guys have gone to meet him. What do you mean? Because I had my official friend is my manager. We've been friends for 12 years. So he was with me. So and he was still trying to fight. So now my other guy, they've roughed each other up. So I'm like, bro, I'm in Lagos on the roadside like everybody else. I'm
it's on the mainland.
Nah, this island.
Okay, right.
I'm on the roadside like everybody else. I'm like, wow, anything can happen, people can fight you with instruments. Some people can't fist fight. Someone can grab a stick. It can go either way. So I went down to go separate my friend and this guy fighting. So I was like, bro, allow it. I don't need to fight. So Maker had done that. My friend is a madman. He must have jumped in his car and drove his car off. So in this minute, I'm like, right, what am I gonna do now? So he must have came to me on some animosity, So I was even doing this to him, please.
You get your car back. Really?
Nah, of course, I'm like, calm down, bro. I look like I'm not meant to be fighting, but I didn't want to fight. So I'm like, calm down, bro. But I'm sure he took off his slippers. And when he done that, I'm from Nigeria, and I know anything could happen. So I just knocked him out, literally.
That guy wasn't smart enough, though. Were you wearing clothes?
I was wearing vests like this.
And there was more guys from your end, and it was just him.
Yeah, and
maybe he was on something.
That's what people were saying, but it was fit as well.
Right.
It wasn't like it was some skinny guy, so it was a fair fight. It wasn't standing above me as well.
Right.
But obviously, on the streets.
But there's still maybe you've kind of maybe 3 boys now. I mean, 3 people with you.
But yeah, but they're not hyping though. He's the one hyping. I didn't raise my voice once. I was like, bro, please, man, because it was causing a sin. You know what I mean? And it was above me, but the thing was that in the streets, like if someone's too close to your face, because it was too close to me, it was moving too brave. And if it's like more than your fist length, you have to whack them.
All right, so the question here is, there are a lot of expectations from celebrities. For instance, you said you didn't want to fight, you didn't want people to see you fighting and all of that. Now, how do you handle such expectations? Like, you can't handle your emotions all the time like you could until you had to knock him out. Now,
I did. That was self-defense, though.
That was self-defense?
Yeah, I did want to fight him. All right.
So how do you handle your emotions, basically, and with the expectations people expect?
I think I was the peacemaker. You know what I mean? Because I was seeing
you were the guy who knocked someone out.
Now I was in the seat in the car all this while, and I was watching them through the mirror, thinking it's gonna solve. But he was like, he's gonna call the police on us, that. But it was right in front of my face, bro, like this. Number one, I was feeling sick. I'm like, bro, you can't be so close to me. That's disgusting, bro. Who are you? But I don't even know you. So next minute, I'm like, what if he sparks me first? You can't. Most of them don't make you a fighter. Like I've been a stubborn guy when I was skinny, so like that doesn't make me feel like I'm stronger than the next man. Next man might be lifting log of woods every day. Like this is Nigeria. Like I've lived in the UK for years. And people use their hands for stuff here. Like I don't know what his hand is capable. So I didn't know what I was gonna do. So that was self-defense because it took off his slippers. What's next? He came towards me, and obviously I can't remember everything like that, but I know how to react. Like, come on, Kida Kudz. I'm gonna drop on the floor. Then they're gonna put me on Insta blog.
But did you notice that there were people like? Do you think people noticed who you were? Like.
So listen, it was quick.
Right.
Because in London, they don't really do conversations. And like in Lagos, people like to like drag each other's t-shirts. Like in London, like people like whoa.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah. I don't have to be pompous to next man. I don't need to do that. We're both like human beings. Like if you wanna rock, let's rock. Like you know what I mean. And I was actually ready to rock him because when he took off slippers, I thought if I would rock him, it wasn't gonna feel anything. Cause I thought it was a Nigerian guy, it was strong. But that right hand, I'm like whoa.
Slept off.
I didn't know.
Okay. Well, I think
saying we don't like bullies. That he was a bully. He saw 4 of my friends and he wanted to bully 4 people. Like, how can you do that?
Yeah. So how do you deal with profiling? For instance, you have braids on, muscled up. You always wear.
No one recorded that
and stuff. But how do you feel about profiling? When you get stopped and people start calling you front boy, this and that.
Because see, listen, I'm opposite everything people think I am. Like, I'm actually the opposite of everything. Like, I like sanity. Like, you're going to come to my crib, there's no one in there. Like, it's just me listening. This morning, I played my jazz music for, like, 2 hours. I woke up about 5 a.m.
What jazz?
I listen to lo-fi jazz when I wake up.
Okay.
So I woke up about 5 a.m. this morning. I arranged my clothes myself. Like, I sorted things out. I had my break. Like, I'm a very, planned human being. Like, and I'm not a rowdy human.
Obviously, you looked like, we have, I think, even for America, I don't know much about the London, how bad it is, but here as well, there's proper profiling with, authorities and stuff, especially because you have the look, no offense.
I know.
But do you get that issue? Like, is that a daily, like, is that a big reality for you where you always get profiled and you have to explain that you're really no harm?
No, I don't need to explain myself to no one. Like, I just mind my business, like, and I respect everyone I see. I love to show respect. It's really nice. When I see, if anyone does anything, like today, for example, come over here right now, my driver must have gone on the other lane. It wasn't meant to be on for people to go left. So now there's a bus beeping behind him. So I'm like, bro, like that's wrong. Move to the other side. Obviously, if them police were there, they'd have caught you, but you moved to the other side somehow because the other guy let us in front. So I wound down my car to say sorry to this guy.
Yeah, right.
Like, sorry, but if I was probably doing this to him, they went and drove off and must have done this. But I told my guys that Nigerians are probably, they're not used to being nice to, and it's not fair. I like to be nice to my brothers and my sisters.
All right, you said a lot about Nigeria, but for someone now, I want to come back to your music because we've been talking about your personal life a lot. So a lot of people will be wondering why you're not back home doing your music and why you're working from there. I know you signed to the Stub in London and you have a 3 project, which you've only dropped 1, right? And
we'll talk about that,
yeah, we'll talk about that. So, but a lot of people will wonder that for someone who blew up, who gained recognition in Nigeria, because I remember when you were 10 years old and you won the Peak Talent Show.
I was 14.
Yeah, you were 14, and then you did the dance stuff when you were 7, thereabout. And, we saw all of that, and you gained your recognition in Nigeria. Then you moved to London when you were 14. And it makes it look like this is where you should be.
Yeah.
So why are you not home?
So right now, I'm home, So that's when you said, as Nigeria, I've been here for a while. Now I got a place here. Actually, when I have land, I'm trying to build something on.
Nice.
Obviously, I'm trying to work in the future so I can bring my kids here. because like I want my kids to be in the sun. Because I just feel like Nigeria's just a lovely place, but obviously you need money to like live over here.
Yeah.
So like I'm just trying to, right now I'm in my 20s, like I'm trying to make sure I have a great balance for my kids' future because I got 2 boys. You know what I mean? So right now is the only time that I got to put all these things together. Like me going to the UK was like a phase that was like that couldn't be controlled. You know what I'm saying? Because after I won the talent show, I couldn't go back to Ibadan because I used to live in Ibadan, right? So I couldn't go back to Ibadan. So now my dad wanted me to come over. So I went over there. That's when I started studying music production. So all these things, like, is needed. I needed to do them, go through their routes.
And at that age, you can't really make a decision. Like, your parents will tell you where to live and stuff. Yeah.
So it's like I had to go there. Then I had to stop music for like a year. Then I remember I ran out of my dad's house. Like I ran out of my school bag and I never came back till today.
Why?
Because I feel like I was in a cage. Because I'm a creative. Like a normal life, like can't run with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to like fly. I like to explore. I like to try things. If it doesn't work, I don't mind.
Apart from being a creative, was it also because it was not part of your life mostly? It wasn't really there with your mom. Could that have also been part of the reason why you didn't feel comfortable with it?
Because I had my stepmom and I was too close to my mom. My mom raised me. So I was thinking about my family in Nigeria. I'm like, imagine me living in a nice house now with my brother's mom. And my mother is somewhere. I'm like, nah, man. Like, this is not it. Like, I'm not gonna put my life through like on this route. I'm just gonna go do what I need to do. Like, that's a man.
But you see, there's a lot of changes that happen between Ibadan and the UK. Even your physical appearance. There's a whole conversation about that breaks the internet every time on Twitter. There's rumors that you've been on steroids. And
they said that.
Yeah,
that
okay, but I want to I want to know what has been like the biggest change for you in terms of moving to the UK, and especially when it comes to like how it's affected your music.
Yeah, I think is the perfect balance of me staying here till I was 14, then moving to the UK and staying there for like, obviously I just turned 26, so I'm a 95 baby, so like, it's like the perfect balance for me learning like another culture, like absorbing it, because I was a teenager, a young teenager. So yeah, it was the perfect time for me to balance what was going on in the UK, and I know that definitely made that's what I am today.
Yeah.
Because it's the balance of my Nigerian growing up and the UK balancing of like the new school music I had to catch up to over there. Obviously, we had TV over here. I was watching Lil Wayne and stuff before I took over. I went over there, but I think without the UK, I won't be this guy.
No, it wouldn't be the sound,
So before we get to Animalistic, which is the reason why we're here today, I also like to touch on, so I'm going to bring out something out of you, but being an insider, I'd like to know. So there was this, tweets going around from Wizkid about disturbing London and how Tinie Tempah and the rest of them are not his guys no more and all that. So we want you to just tell us what really happened in that space between Wizkid and disturbing London.
I don't know, bro.
You don't want to tell us?
No, man.
You don't know?
Like, the thing is that, like...
How's it treated you being in the stub in London?
Like, business is business, innit? Like, you never know if business don't go out with the next guy. Like, you never know. Like, I don't know what happened, so, like, big up to Doomy and big up to Weez. Like, I got respect for both of them. Like, me and Doomy still speak. Like, it didn't do me dirty, so...
Yeah.
What about Tinie?
Tinie's calm. Me and Tinie we don't really, like...
Relate,
because it was Doomy that we started speaking together, you know what I mean? So, like... But Tinie's big bro, man. We're all cool. Like before I got signed to them, like we were cool. So like I remember I was modeling for his clothing line. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man, they're good people.
Yeah, I think for social media, that has played a big part in your progress. I mean, I didn't find you on TV or radio first. Yeah. I found you on social media. There's a big buzz about that. And even like cosigns, I think you've had a really thriving cosign, status going on. But I want to know from an artist perspective, does that thing actually, do anything for your career when you have someone like Playboy, cosign you, or is it just bands and hype and then it dies?
It's just like, okay, let me tell you the true story about Playboy, right? Cool. I was just telling my boy this yesterday. I actually showed him a snap. Like 3 years ago now, I went to his own show to watch him perform live. Like I went, one of my friends called Siobhan Bell, she's a DJ. So she made me go through, she had like all access pass. So I was there was Playboy Corey, there was AJ Trish, there was Kepi, everyone was there. But me, I'm very laid back, so I was just looking at everyone. Like I didn't even ask for no pictures, nothing. I was just I'm just observing it because and I'm a musician myself. I know my journey is just starting, so I just got to enjoy the process instead of trying to jump steps. So I'll just enjoy, absorb vibes and take it in. So now, fast forward, I've enjoyed the show, I've gone home. Then is email from my DM saying, like, up next, or something like that. He just used the emoji up soon, up next soon, something like that. And he sent me my song again. And when I sent that, it was like, what's your number?
That's cool.
Then I sent my number, then I locked me. And see them things there, they just make you understand that, like, you're doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People might not, people might not think, because not everyone gets like here from ASAP and Playboy Cardi. Me and ASAP speak, like, no, like, and I don't think I'm that guy, but these people, like, they love music. You know what I'm saying? They love music and they've heard real stuff and they can relate. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense.
All right, let's talk about Animalistic because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
That song is hard.
Appreciate
It's very hard.
Appreciate
There's a lot of rage, but it's not too much and like weird. But you can see that there's a lot of passion going on and everything. I want to know what influenced this song. How did you write it? What's the story around it? Like, who was in there with you? What was going through your mind? What was going on?
What's your thought process, basically?
Yeah.
So that day, I was in London, obviously, so I woke up about 6 a.m. I went downstairs, I went to make tea. I think I was making ginger and lemon or something. So I made the tea, then I grabbed my pen and pad. I got this speaker in my kitchen, so I can charge my phone on it. So I charged my phone, then the producer sent me the beat, so I just played it. And it was the first beat on the pack. So I did it the night before. So you know when you have something here that when I wake up tomorrow, like this beat, like, so I woke up early, like, before my kid wake up, everyone wake up, like my partner wake up in the yard, let me go do my job. So I went downstairs to the kitchen, I just locked myself in there. Then the lyrics started coming. So I started I wrote down pen and paper, this one. So I wrote down the first verse and the chorus, then I left it to the next day. So the next day, one of my family members actually got took by the police. They actually they came into the yard, not breaking, but they came to grab him from the house.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So they grabbed him, and that's how I done the gangsterism, got just locked in prison. So that's when that lyric, when they took him and I went to my living room, and I played the song I was recording, that's the first thing that came to my head. Like gangsterism, got locked to prison, so many cases where they had no reasons.
Yeah.
So this, all the songs in there, all the lyrics in there is like deep.
Life.
So what is that jumbo something told me to take medicine? What's that?
Do you know, for one reason, I swear, I knew he was gonna ask me this. I'm like a psychic. Before I came here, no, for real. Before I came here, I knew and I had an answer for you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Smoke the herb. I was ready for you guys. Wow.
Wow, how did you know?
My brain is nuts.
But it's very catchy and it's really there.
My brain is nuts.
I mean,
but the thing is, like, growing up in Ibadan, I had jumbo a lot. Like when you say the era boys, like I grew up in a tough era. So like, I'm not new to Ivy City, Azan Street. I'm a real Nigerian son. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't.
I wish we have more time,
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna leave them with the music video itself so that they can see what we're on about. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for joining the conversation, and please feel free to continue this conversation on Tea Time on social media, obviously with the hashtag Tea Time, or Twitter us at PlusTvAfrica. Remember that you can catch up on all of our previous episodes, including this one, and all of our exclusive contents by subscribing to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica. You can also watch Tea Time on RTTV and in London on Ben Television. A big thank you out to my co-Akoi fellow Shuke and Emerald, who had to keep it jiggy for me by sitting aside for social distancing, and of course my guest Kida Kudz. Thank you so much, and the entire production team. My name is Ifeoma. Enjoy the